Have you ever sat through a movie, spotted a huge Hollywood star, and thought, why did they even bother casting them if they weren't going to use them properly? It's frustrating, right? Well, today we're diving into 15 movies that completely wasted an incredible A-list actor. These are the times when Hollywood had the perfect ingredients but still managed to mess up the recipe.
Because what's really happening is that you're hiding something out there, and it is gonna send us back to the Stone Age!
Bryan Cranston is a powerhouse actor. His portrayal of Walter White in Breaking Bad is a masterclass in acting, so when Godzilla included him in its cast, fans were pumped. Cranston played Joe Brody, a scientist with a tragic backstory and a personal connection to the monster's emergence. It seemed like he'd be a major player throughout the film, but nope, he was killed off within the first act. The rest of the movie shifted focus to less interesting characters, leaving fans wondering, why cast Cranston if you're not going to use him?
So this is my vow. Oh gods will die.
Christian Bale, as Gore the God Butcher, had so much potential. Bale is one of those actors who can make any character unforgettable, whether he's playing Batman or a psychotic investment banker. But in Thor: Love and Thunder, his role felt underdeveloped and rushed. Gore had the makings of a terrifying, sympathetic villain, but the movie spent more time on jokes than on giving Bale the screen time he needed to shine. Fans couldn't help but feel this was a missed opportunity to create an MCU villain for the ages.
My mother told me what was necessary to rule.
Like killing people?
I create life!
Eddie Redmayne is an Oscar-winning actor known for his nuanced performances in movies like The Theory of Everything and The Danish Girl. So what happened in Jupiter Ascending? Redmayne played Balaam Abrasax, a villain with a whisper-shout delivery that was more cringeworthy than intimidating. The convoluted script and over-the-top dialogue did him no favors, making this one of the most bizarre and disappointing performances in his career.
He who aims with his hand has forgotten the face of his father. I aim with my eye.
Idris Elba is an absolute star. His charisma, talent, and screen presence are unmatched. So when he was cast as Roland Deschain in The Dark Tower, fans of Stephen King's epic series were excited. Unfortunately, the movie crammed multiple books worth of material into one film, leaving Elba with a thinly written character and little room to showcase his acting prowess. What should have been an epic saga felt more like a rushed, uninspired mess.
It was all me, James. It's always been me, the author of all your pain.
Christoph Waltz has delivered some of the most memorable villain performances in cinema history, so casting him as James Bond's ultimate nemesis, Blofeld in Spectre, seemed like a match made in heaven. But instead of giving him a complex and terrifying character, the film gave him minimal screen time, weak dialogue, and a backstory that felt forced. Waltz deserved a far better script to work with. Tom Hanks is one of the most versatile actors in Hollywood, so seeing him as Colonel Tom Parker in Elvis was interesting. While Austin Butler's portrayal of Elvis stole the show, Hanks' role as the manipulative manager felt bloated and awkward. The over-the-top accent and constant narration distracted from the story, making it feel like the film didn't know how to balance his presence with the rest of the cast.
You will reach down, my son, deep into the earth.
Oscar Isaac is known for bringing depth and intensity to every role, from Inside Llewyn Davis to Dune. But in X-Men Apocalypse, he was buried, literally, under layers of makeup and prosthetics. Playing the titular villain, Isaac had almost no chance to make the character his own, and the poorly written script didn't help. Apocalypse was supposed to be an all-powerful, menacing force, but instead, he came across as generic and forgettable.
By midnight tomorrow, bring me the items, or that child you wish for will never see the light of day!
Meryl Streep can do no wrong, or so we thought. In Into the Woods, she played the Witch, a character with the potential for depth, darkness, and complexity. But the film turned her into a shallow caricature, missing the emotional weight and nuance that Streep excels at. It's not that her performance was bad, it's that the material didn't give her anything worth performing.
2,000 meters in 6 seconds. New record.
Just to work on my takeoff, I can make it in 5.
Michael B. Jordan is a force to be reckoned with, but you wouldn't know it from his role as Johnny Storm in Fantastic Four. The movie itself was plagued with production issues, and Jordan's natural charisma and charm were buried under a lackluster script and poor direction. Fans were left wondering why such a talented actor was wasted on a film that failed to deliver on every level.
Jay.
Sorry, Needed to make sure you were real.
Natalie Portman is an Oscar winner who brings intelligence and emotional depth to her roles, but in Thor: The Dark World, she was relegated to playing the damsel in distress. Her character, Jane Foster, spent most of the movie being possessed by an Infinity Stone and waiting for Thor to save her.
Here?
I'm Loki. You may have heard.
That was for New York.
For an actress of Portman's caliber, this felt like a massive underuse of her talent.
And by the time you see the need for my program, it'll be too late.
Peter Dinklage as Bolivar Trask in X-Men Days of Future Past could have been iconic. The actor, known for his Emmy-winning role as Tyrion Lannister, has a knack for portraying complex, morally ambiguous characters. But in this movie, Trask was underwritten and underutilized, leaving Dinklage with little to do. It's a shame, because he could have brought so much more to the role. Ryan Reynolds has redeemed himself as a superhero with Deadpool, but Green Lantern was a low point. The film's clunky script and cheesy CGI made it hard to take seriously, and Reynolds' natural wit and charm felt out of place. Even he has joked about how bad the movie was, proving that not every A-list actor can save a doomed project.
Tell me, Sam, do you know the story of our slain king and his beautiful daughter?
Anthony Hopkins' voice is iconic, so it makes sense that he was cast as the robot Jimmy in Rebel Moon. But here's the problem. That's all he is, a voice. Hopkins is a legendary actor with decades of unforgettable performances under his belt, so reducing him to a few lines as a robot felt like a colossal waste.
I'm not your friend. I'm an animal.
Liev Schreiber's Sabretooth in X-Men Origins Wolverine had the potential to be a standout villain. Schreiber has the intensity and charisma to make any role unforgettable, but the film's messy script and uneven tone left him with little to work with. Sabretooth ended up being forgettable, which is a shame given Schreiber's talent.
I wouldn't go in there for 20 minutes. Now, which one of you is Vanessa?
Ben Kingsley as the Mandarin in Iron Man 3 seemed like a bold choice, until the big reveal. Instead of being the fearsome villain fans expected, his character turned out to be a drunken actor named Trevor. While the twist was amusing, it felt like a waste of Kingsley's immense talent. Fans wanted a menacing Mandarin, but what they got was a punchline.
Bloody hell, bloody hell.
Don't move.
And that's our list of 15 movies that totally wasted A-list actors. Which one disappointed you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more movie breakdowns. Until next time, keep watching, but maybe skip some of these.
Needed to make sure you were real. It's been a very strange day.
I am. Jane.
Where were you?